Now next comes our module 12, and what you have in module 12? You have in vocabulary you have names of musical instruments, names of people in different occupations, and in grammar you have types of sentences, transformation of sentences. In formal writing you have research writing, and in creative writing you have fairy tale writing. Okay, we will start with vocabulary, and here we go. Can you tell me what are the names of these instruments? So much of revision we had regarding that. First one, this is flute, this is tabla, and this one is harmonium, this is sitar, this is guitar, and this one is piano. Okay, so these are the instruments. Next is we have done just done the instruments. Now comes the occupation. Names of people in different occupations. Match the picture in column A with the occupation in column B. One is done for you. You can see this picture, children. This is a plumber. Okay. First one is the plumber. Here the options given: fruit seller, librarian, chef, tailor, plumber, and nurse. Let's do it. First one is the plumber. The answer is given. Second is the tailor. This is the tailor. Okay, here we can see this is the tailor. This is the librarian, and we can see this one is the fruit seller. And this is the nurse. Okay, and what is the last one? Chef. This is the chef. Okay, lot of revision we have done. Next is type of sentences. How many types of sentences are there? Declarative, imperative, interrogative, and exclamatory. And what are the difference between them? This we have discussed in our tips. So let's recapitulate it. Declarative sentence shows something which is information type. Those sentences which are giving us some information, like the sun rises in the east and and sets in the west. It's a cloudy day. She scored good marks in her exams. So these are the sentences which we can say declarative sentences. Imperative sentences shows order, request, or command. Come here, shut the door. Please get a glass of water for me. These are imperative sentences. Exclamatory sentences shows sudden desire or emotion, like love, hatred, or peace, sadness, happiness, like this. How beautiful the day is. What a nice interview. What a beautiful dress. Like this. These sentences are exclamatory, as these are showing some expression, some emotion. And interrogative sentences shows question mark, like who are you, what are you doing, where are you going, and it ends with a question mark. Exclamatory sentences ends with a exclamation mark, and both declarative and imperative sentences ends with full stop. Okay, let us do this exercise to get a better idea. Are you going to buy a swimming costume? This is a question. Question mark is given here. So, interrogative sentence. Okay. How colorful is the rainbow? Exclamatory mark. This is exclamatory sentence. Here it is showing exclamation mark. Please get me a bowl of popcorn. This is imperative sentence, as this is showing request. Shut the door. This one is also imperative sentence. This is showing order or command. Imperative sentence. Can you solve these questions? Again, interrogative sentences. Question mark is there. This is a question. The sun is a star. This is giving us information. That is why this is declarative sentence. Okay. Children, revise it well. You have got an idea regarding that. Just revision is required. Okay, now let's do the next one. Rearrange the jumbled words to form the types of sentences given in brackets. Then add the correct punctuation mark at the end of each sentence. One is done for you. Now you can see sentence is splitted. This is jumbled and you are given the guideline. Declarative sentence, you have to form love playing v cricket. Declarative sentence, some information, we love playing cricket. Homework you do your did. Interrogative sentences, which mean you have to form a question. Did you complete, did you do your homework? First is did, then you do your homework. Okay, like this. Feed animals, do not, the imperative sentences shows request or order. Do not feed the animals. Okay, like this. Next is well she how sings. Exclamatory, that means it would be end with a exclamatory mark. Exclamatory sentence. Exclamation marks will be the ending. How well she sings. Exclamation mark. Always remember, children, you have to put the proper punctuation when you are going to end the sentence. India from is he. Declarative sentence. That means it gives us information. He is from India. Okay. Next is you finish can your work quickly. Interrogative, that means it will end with a question mark. Can you finish the work quickly? Okay, after that question mark. Now transformation of sentences. This also we have discussed and that was interesting too. Transformation of sentences. Meet Miss Yes, Miss No and Mr. Y. They are good friends, but they also get into big fights very often. Miss No and Mr. Y always go against poor Miss Yes. Whenever Miss Yes says something, Miss No turns the statement into a negative statement, and while Mr. Y immediately changes it into a question. It is very funny. It is very funny to see how they behave. Miss Yes means positive sentence. Whatever is going on, that is the positive sentence. When we will put no, not, none over there, then the sentence turns to negative sentence like Miss No. And when we will put Y in the sentence, then the sentence immediately turns into a question. Why? Mr. Y. Okay. Like, let's see the example. You can see this one. Rajat goes to the market in the evening. This is the positive sentence. It's giving us information that he goes to the market in the evening. But Miss No put a cross over there. Rajit does not go to the market in the evening. Now Mr. Y question mark. Does Rajit go to the market in the evening? Question mark. Does will come first. Now they go on a trip every month. They do not go on a trip every month. Do they go on a trip every month? This we have discussed about Miss Yes, Miss No, and Mr. Y. That is positive sentence, negative sentence, and interrogative sentence or Y sentence. Okay, now let's see these sentences whether they are positive, negative, or Y sentence. Identify the types of sentences. One is done for you. I love to watch cartoon films. Positive sentence. That's right. Mariam does not play enjoy playing cricket. Does not is there. That means it's a negative sentence. Where did you get the blue pen from? Question mark. It's a Y sentence. That is question sentence. This is a question. What is your favorite sport? Again question. She does not like to study. This is negative sentence. Why? Why this negative sentence? Because does not is here. The word not changes the sentence from positive to negative. My sister will make laddus for me today. Positive sentence. Okay. Now let's see this also. Convert the sentences according to the instructions given in brackets. One is done for you. My friend cannot reach the top shelf. This is which sentence? First of all, this one is. This is negative sentence because not is there. Change this to a positive sentence. My friend can reach the top shelf. Okay. The police could not catch the thief. What kind of sentence is this? Negative. Change this to a question. Now, do the police do the police catch the thief? Next is third one. I understand what he says. Change this to a negative sentence. I do not. Not should be there. I do not understand what he says. We have changed the sentence from positive to negative. Next is where were you doing your homework? This is a question and you have to change this to a negative sentence. What you will do? You are not doing your homework, right? This class is not getting over soon. Positive sentence. Just remove not. This class is getting over soon. Okay. She went to her drawing class. Change this to a question. Did she go to her drawing class? And question. Okay. Now, next is formal writing. And in your formal writing, you have research writing. The word research itself says that lot of digging is there, getting information. Okay. Research writing. One of the best ways to learn the old stories of your family members is to look at their old photographs. Photographs have a lot of lovely memories and stories behind them. Let us read what Leela learned about her mother, aunt, and grandparents by looking at their photographs. Okay, this is a photograph given, and Leela saw that photograph, and what she got to know. Let's see. I spent the last winter vacation with my grandparents. In the storeroom of their house, I found the childhood photographs of my mother and aunt. Grandmother told me that my mother was very lively as a child. She loved animals so much that she even bought a baby snake from the garden once. Another time, my mother and aunt kept a black and white stray kitten as a pet. They called her Candy. In some photographs, Candy can be seen sitting in their laps. Grandfather loves the photograph in which he and his two daughters are sitting on a horse. The photograph was clicked when they were on holiday in Nainital. I was surprised to see my grandparents looking so young in the photograph. It was a wonderful journey back this time. Now see this exercise. Find an old family photograph and ask the following questions. You can choose one family member who is in the photograph to answer the questions. Now, who all are there in the photograph? Where was the photograph taken? My mother and his sister are in the photograph. It was taken outside a pond in their village. How are the people in the photograph related to each other? The people in the photograph are sisters. Next is, who clicked the photo? Was it a family member? The photo was clicked by a family friend. Why had everyone gathered? Was it a special occasion? They had gathered there for a wedding in the family. Did anything memorable happen around the time when the photo was being clicked? They had just finished a swimming race in the pond. Now, see, now based on your answers, write a paragraph about the photograph in the given space. How it will be? I was going through some old photographs when I saw my mother in one of them. The photograph was taken around a pond in their village by a family friend when they had gone there for a wedding. My mother looked exactly the same when she was 15 years old. She had the same bright smile on her face. Her sister was with her in the photograph. They both looked so happy. They were soaking wet from playing in the pond. This was a special photograph because they had just finished a swimming race in the pond. So here it's how you're going to form a form a paragraph on the basis of your answers. Now you have in your creative writing again fairy tale. You have learnt about developing characters for fairy tales. Discuss these characters and write about them based on the questions given below. Now, first you see the picture that we have discussed earlier. What do they look like? Question first is that. Second question is what are they doing? And how do you think they are feeling? What do they look like? The first one is a woman. She's knitting something. She's wearing a scarf. Another one is a girl. She's wearing a frock. And third one is a man who is wearing all over. What are they doing? The woman is knitting something. The girl is holding a bowl, and the man is pointing something. How do you think they are feeling? The woman is looking contented, satisfied. The girl is looking scared, and the man is looking angry. That that's what we have observed by looking at the picture given. Now let's see what it is actually. The first person is an old woman who is wearing a scarf. The second person is a young girl with wavy hair who is wearing a frock. The third person is a bald man wearing overalls and a shirt. The woman is knitting something, the young girl is holding a bowl, the man is pointing at something angrily. The old woman is feeling content, the young girl looks scared, and the man looks angry. Okay, now let's see the pictures given here. Here are the elements of a fairy tale that you may have read. Use these elements to write your own fairy tale. Also, give the story a little story a title of your choice. Now you can see characters here: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, Baby Bear, and Goldilocks. Next is setting is Bear Cottage. Now important things to be included in the story. Big bed, you can see these are beds, these are porridge. Three porridge bowls are there, and three chairs are also there. Three beds are there. Now let's see what happened next. Events. Bears have gone out. Goldilocks enters. Chairs too high, too low, and just right. Baby bear's chair breaks while Goldilocks is sitting on it. Porridge too hot, too cold, and just right. Goldilocks finishes baby bear's porridge. Beds too hard, too soft, and just right. Falls asleep in baby bear's bed. Wakes up to find the bears are back. Very surprised, runs away. Now these are the events given to you. You have to club this all and form a fairy tale. Let's see how you're going to do that. Now we have to give it a title, and the title is Goldilocks and the Three Bears. You have read it earlier also, you might have. Once upon a time, there was a happy family of bears living in the woods. One morning, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, and Baby Bear went out on a walk. A young girl called Goldilocks found their house and went in. Goldilocks was tired after walking in the forest for hours. She searched for a chair to sit on. The first chair was too high, the next chair was too low, and finally she found a chair that was just right. She sat on it, but suddenly it broke. Goldilocks was hungry. She saw three bowls of porridge on the table. The first bowl of porridge was too hot, and the other was too cold. The smallest one was just right. Goldilocks gobbled it up. Next, she wanted to take a nap. The first bed was too hard, the next bed was too soft, and the third bed was just right. She fell asleep on Baby Bear's bed. When she woke up, she found the three bears standing around her bed and looking at her in surprise. Goldilocks got very scared. She jumped off Baby Bear's bed and ran away. So here's how we got the events, and we just take all the events, we clubbed it together and formed a fairy tale. Here we have completed your module 12 also. Children, just revise it. You will be having your final exams. Stay safe and revise it.